Hello everybody, Clive at 5 here, bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary. This time a matchup between EmpireViolet, the blue Zerg in the top right-hand corner, and FXOStrelok, the red Terran in the bottom left-hand corner. So once again, we're pitting these two against each other. Well, I had no say in it, but I found 3 replays in a row on drop.sc between these two players. So I figured, hey, I'll just make it sort of like a mini tournament, and maybe one player will win all 3 games. We just don't know. It's a best of 3, literally fight to the finish last game. So we'll see if maybe Strelok can pull through for a win this time. Now, I did not do my due diligence on EmpireViolet in the last game. Since then, I've done a little bit of research, and I learned that he was actually in sort of in the running for GSL in July. He made a run through Code A, did okay, did well enough to actually get into Code S for the GSL July group stages, but then he lost right away, so has not had a whole lot of success in, you know, sort of the true professional Code S StarCraft 2. But before that, he was actually a quite successful Warcraft 3 player. Just a quick update here. Barracks down at the front. Nothing going here in EmpireViolet's base, so I'm going to assume that he's going hatch first. It does look like a drone is moving out to do just that. So, yeah, in his Warcraft 3 days, Violet actually won 11 Zodak Cups, including the 100th Zodak Cup. And that makes him the 4th all-time leader in Zodak Cup wins. And now that I'm thinking back on it, I do remember sort of in the beta days, Violet, I think, was doing some show matches. So that does sound a little bit familiar. I don't know. I guess he's been assigned a team now. Empire. Team Empire, which, again, I don't really know that much about. That's probably pretty bad. I don't know who else is on Empire. But anyway, so I'm wondering if Strelok's going to go for that wacky strategy again. Last time where he planted that command center straight out in his natural and just got demolished by the first 6 Zerglings. And I think what really set him back is that he went for both the orbital command and the best mean gas. Where if you're going to do a 1 Rax into expand, you don't really have resources for both. So depending on your build, you might want to go one or the other. But looks like he's actually going to go for tech this time. Factory down. Maybe we'll be seeing a 1-1-1. He'll have to get his 2nd refinery up pretty soon. If not, then I'm just going to assume Hellions. And he is putting down that reactor, so maybe he'll flip-flop the factory and the racks. In the meantime, EmpireViolet now has that. I'm just going to call him Violet because I'm not going to be an idiot. Does have that 2nd hatchery up and now starting to mine. And the spawning pool is complete, now researching Zergling speed. So I think this is going to be in pretty good timing. I don't think he's going to try to do some sort of wacky Zergling all in, but we'll see. And what is he doing? What? Oh. Putting down the command center in the very front where it can get picked off. Somehow managing to live this time, even though he let Zerglings into his base. Luckily, the Hellions happened to pop at that precise moment. Just... the weirdest strategies. You can avoid that by closing your door and starting to build. I don't know. I mean, he's the pro gamer, so who am I to say? So, Hellions moving in. Still have a small window for a run by before this spine crawler gets up. Well, actually, could still go for a run by, but it's going to take some significant damage. Maybe waiting for another Hellion to come in, I guess. Funny to me that he's just letting his Hellions all sit right here when, well, any reasonable player can assume that there's going to be an Overlord here and one here. So, yeah, okay. Violet knows this is coming. He's prepared. He has the Spine Crawler, has the Zerglings on the ramp. Zerglings won't last long, but it'll allow the Spine Crawlers to make a couple more hits on those Hellions. In the meantime, Roaches being reduced, and they'll be much, much better at defending against those Hellions. In the meantime, just what is going on in here? He just, he didn't even land it on Strelok. So disappointing, and yikes, Zerglings getting a little bit crispified there, trying to do sort of around the edge of the map. I don't really know what that purpose of that is. Scouting around for something? I don't know. Anyway, Roach is out now, and these Hellions disintegrated. And we're seeing, looks like it might be sort of the same army composition as last time. Tanks, medevac support. Looks like the tanks are going to be a while, though. Tech Lab just getting finished now, so it's going to be mostly medevac marine, which is honestly no match at all for... Oh no. Roaches and Banelings. Countered and GG. With all these Banelings here, it's just going to be blow straight through the supply depots here. Unless, oh no, slightly botched Banelings from EmpireViolet, but now the front door is completely obliterated. All of Strelok's troops are north, trying to do something here to Violet, but probably not going to get too far. Well, able to take down that Spine Crawler, but oh, actually picking up and going to try to drop in the main, it looks like. In the meantime, Violet bringing his troops back. Probably, well, yeah, doesn't want to press up against that tank. Even though the tank, well, it does have siege now, but even without siege, tanks can do quite a bit of damage to Roaches in non-siege mode. It's just not doing anything. Ineffective. Nice picking up those other two Marines in the second dropship. But I'm disappointed in what I'm seeing here from Strelok. He's been playing with ineffective drops, not the right army composition. I don't think he's scouting properly because, well, I didn't know about the Baneling Nest, but he certainly didn't know about the Baneling Nest until his front door was completely obliterated. And honestly, I'm not terribly impressed. Yeah, I almost lost his natural there. In fact, I want to take a look at his first kill. Ooh. That's a huge... Oh boy. Well, yeah, okay, so... Looks like Strelok might try to get sneaky here with a drop, but... Large Zergling force moving in, wondering if these are going to morph into Banelings as well. Intercepted. Strelok just cannot land any of his drops. And not even that I think they'd even do much if you landed a drop. I don't know. I think drops are fairly ineffective against Zerg for the most part, just because almost every Zerg hatchery has a queen there, and not granted that a single queen can't always defend off, you know, a drop. Speaking of which, moving in, stimming, trying to get something. Baneling's moving in. Nice little pickup there. Defusing a single Baneling. Nice spread out Marine drop. But honestly, not super effective. Kind of wasting his energy, honestly. And it looks like he's almost forced to drop these Marines because he's not going to be able to park this medevac back here. And maybe worried that it's going to get picked off. Small win by taking down that Queen, though, so that's a nice little victory for Strelok. He needs every little help that he can get at this point. Looks like he might be moving out to take the third large army heading north. All these Zerglings and Banelings, though, are waiting for a great opportunity to strike, and now is it. There's basically nothing here at the front. Banelings moving in, and looks like the front door was already down to begin with. Nothing in that bunker, but huge attack here on the third of Violet. The hatchery is definitely going down, but these Zerglings are loose in the expansion. Looks like more SCVs will be taken down all over the place, so at the very least he's just going to delay that mining, and there's no third here. He's not building a third. You know what? I say to gold level players, if it's 15 minutes in and you don't have a third at least being built, you are behind. Strelok is behind. Okay, granted he just took down Violet's third, but at least he had a third and he was mining for it for a significant amount of time. Look at the income difference still. Look at that. Look at that. And the harvesters, Strelok. Oh, and troops getting surrounded by tons and tons of Zerglings, trying to pick up whatever he can, but oh, just losing tons of tanks in the process. And once again, Strelok, Strelok, Strelok. Why am I so disappointed right now? So many Zerglings. Strelok has the larger army right now. Has a lot of infantry. They're going to do well clumped up against all these Zerglings. They probably won't be able to get a good surround on this Terran ball. So Strelok is fine at this moment, but he really, really needs to get on a third base. Violet's getting on a third. He'll probably start building another hatchery here and be on 4 bases. Oh, now he's going to move out, and Violet's going to see this. Now's the perfect time to strike. He's moving in, going to catch the tanks out of siege. No, deciding to back off. Probably for the better, actually, if all these Marines and Marauders had stimmed. Oh, just waiting for the fungal growth. And yikes. Wow. Behold the power of Zerg. The Infestor is hands down the best unit in the game, I had to say. And it is the reason that Zerg is so strong right now, but somehow keeps getting buffed. No, I'm not going to QQ about that. Also wondering why, since Violet was doing so good before with those fungals, why didn't you just plant down one more fungal on these medevacs when they were sitting out there out in the open? I don't know. Well, that's okay. Still no third base. Still no third base from Strelok. Almost mined out. That's how you know that it's been too long. See, if your minerals are almost mined out, it's bad. It's not good. And just so weak on economy. 33 SCVs. Hey, you know what's gonna let you build more tanks and other crap? More of these. And here come the Zergling. It's going to move straight in. They don't even need to care about getting destroyed by a siege tank because they can destroy everything here. Boom. There goes the bunker moving in. He doesn't even care that this tank isn't sieged. All these idle SCVs are going to get destroyed. And Strelok, there he is again, trying to take down that third. Well, he's successful. Little does he know that there's... Well, maybe he does know, but... No, he doesn't have any idea that there's a third base here. So Strelok just been behind economically this entire game. And it clearly shows. Well, yet I'm still baffled at how he can have this expensive of an army. I just don't know. I don't know. Now a hidden expansion going down for Violet. Oh, and this pretty much speaks for itself right here. I'm just going to let you listen to game sounds, because that's going to give you a pretty good indicator of what's going on right now. Well, targeting down that that spawning pool, which of course will prevent Violet from producing more Zerglings, which, you know, it's really, really sad that, well, aside from a handful of infestors, it's been entirely Zerglings which have defeated Strelok here. So, anyway, let's see if this strategy actually works for him. Another spawning pool going down. Where is that spawning pool? Right here. Also not very protected, but well, we'll see if it comes to be an issue here. Looks like Strelok is moving around south. Nope, hasn't scouted in either of these places. And here comes another great set of fungal growths. These are the heroes, folks. These are the units. 14 kills on an infestor. Infestors aren't supposed to get kills. Infestors are supposed to lock units in place so that these guys can get the kills. But this infestor has 14 freaking kills. GG. This game has made me so... Alright, game 3 is coming right up.